Everybody knows that contractors can have a bad reputation as scammers, and unfortunately roofers are some of the worst. But believe it or not, homeowners can be scammers too. Let's talk about it. Hi everybody, this is Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing. Welcome to another one of our Walk in the Park videos. The old cliche says that the customer is always right. But if a customer is trying to take advantage of a contractor, that's just wrong. Now, it's sad when a contractor tries to take advantage of a homeowner for whatever reason it is. And I get it. I know that that happens. But what usually happens when we hear a story or we read a story about some sort of a dispute or a problem between a contractor and a customer, a homeowner, usually we tend to think, oh, the homeowner's the victim. That contractor is a scammer. But what happens when it's the contractor that's the victim? First, let's give some context. All right, so there's a homeowner who we have worked with twice before in the past. So now we've worked with this homeowner 3 times. This homeowner has been happy with our work, and obviously, because this is now the 3rd time that we've worked with them. This is the 2nd time that we've re-roofed the house. There's one important note that this most recent re-roof is for an insurance claim, just like the last one was. The fact that this is an insurance claim is actually a pretty important detail, which you're going to understand a little bit later. Another important note about this is that the homeowner has no complaints about our workmanship, about the material that we installed, about the cleanliness of the property, or the manner in which we've treated them. And in fact, we've enjoyed such a good relationship with this customer in the past that once we got the contract for their new re-roof job, we actually sent them a $300 package of locally ranch-raised organic meat as a thank you. At the start of this project, there were about 20 to 25 panels of the stone-coated steel material that had been left over from the job previous when we did this in 2019. Now, ordinarily, we will pick up any leftover material because that material actually belongs to us. A lot of roofers, including us, will purchase extra material to have at the job site so that way somebody doesn't have to run more material out to the job site, or somebody from the crew doesn't have to stop working, run to the supplier, and bring materials back. It's fairly common practice for a roofing contractor to order extra materials to have on site as basically insurance so that the job doesn't have to slow down or stop. This is especially true with more premium products that aren't as readily available. So the last time that we did this roof for the owner, we actually left some of the materials. So when we started the job this time, those panels were still there. Like I say, 20 to 25 of them. This time, however, we actually over-ordered by a considerable amount. Probably more due to just an input error or an administrative error, but we had about 400 square feet of material left over. So far more than the 20 to 25 panels which were on site at the beginning of the project. Now again, our contract specifically states that all leftover material belongs to us and that we will collect it and return it unless Homestead Roofing, at our discretion, we decide that we will leave it for the homeowner for whatever purpose. But our plans on this project were that at the end of the job, we were going to leave 20 to 25 panels at the home for the homeowner, so the homeowner would be in basically the same situation that he was in before the start of the job. Well, what happened? The project manager maybe forgot to communicate that to the crew. Maybe the crew forgot. Not really sure. Nonetheless, the crew collected all of the panels, way more than 20 or 25, and those got returned to the supplier. So then the homeowner, after the project, contacts the project manager complaining about the fact that we didn't leave him all of the leftover materials. So he claimed that the two of them had had a conversation and it was agreed that we would leave all of the leftover materials. Like I say, even though the contract that the homeowner signed in writing specifies that all those materials are ours and we will collect them. And our contract states in writing that there are no verbal agreements. Any agreement, any addition to the contract has to be in writing. So inadvertently, we took those panels back. Just a miscommunication, right? Just a simple human error, right? You'd think. Well, that's where everything started to blow up for this homeowner. And he got more and more irate as the project manager was meeting with him to talk about all of this error. So the project manager offered to go back to the supplier, get 20 to 25 panels, bring them back to the house, leave them for the homeowner, so that way the homeowner would be in the exact same situation as he was before the project. That seems reasonable, don't you think? But the homeowner wasn't having anything to do with it. The homeowner was demanding that we purchase the amount of panels that were left at the end of the job and give those to him. Keep in mind, the homeowner has no other structures on his property that need roofs. He has no other buildings on the property. So he wants about 400 and some square feet of material just sitting in his yard, and we have no idea why. But here's where it started to get curious, interesting. So as the project manager and the customer are talking this out and the homeowner is getting more and more upset, the homeowner, after he realizes that we're not going to go back to the supplier and buy all that material and bring it back to his house, says, okay, instead of that, what he wants us to do is just discount the price of the job by the amount of those materials that were left over. Now, remember how I said that the fact that this is an insurance claim was going to be kind of important? This is why that's important. The funds to pay for the re-roof are coming from the insurance company, not the homeowner. Our estimate for the re-roof, upon which the insurance claim is based upon the amount of material that goes on the roof. We over-purchased material to have on site as insurance. That material wasn't part of the re-roof. That got returned. The only money that the homeowner is obligated to pay in this is the deductible. That amount doesn't change. The out-of-pocket amount doesn't change, regardless of the cost of the re-roof project. But yet the homeowner says he wants us to discount his payment, the amount of the cost of the materials that were left over. Now that's setting off all kinds of alarm bells for us. What does that communicate to me as a contractor? Is that this guy's trying to get something for nothing. He's trying to game the system somehow. In Colorado, roofers are not allowed to pay, waive, rebate, or discount an insurance deductible, or even promise to do so. We even have to have it written on our contract that we won't do that. Okay, so now let's fast forward a little bit in the conversation between the project manager and the homeowner, as the project manager explains that we're not probably going to be able to give him a discount on the materials because those materials belonged to us, not him. The homeowner then drops the bomb and tells the project manager, if you don't give me money back, if you don't do what I want, I'm going to go online and leave you bad reviews, and you will never get another job in this neighborhood. So that tells me a couple things. Maybe he's going to go leave Google reviews. Okay, that's fine. But if he's threatening us with work in that neighborhood, says he's probably going to go on next door and basically try to trash us. And why? Remember, there was no issue with the workmanship, no issue with the materials, no issue with the property cleanliness, and no issues with the experience of having the roof done. It all came down to the fact that this homeowner wasn't getting something that he wants. He wasn't getting something he felt entitled to. Why would you threaten to ruin the reputation in a neighborhood or in a city of a business person just because you don't get what you want or what you think you're entitled to? Especially when all the conversations up to that point have indicated you're not going to get this anyway. And you even signed a contract acknowledging that you understand that you're not going to get this stuff. I just don't get it. Why would somebody threaten to ruin the reputation of a contractor just out of selfishness? So, is the customer always right? No. Sometimes customers are scammers. Just like contractors, just like every other person, right? We all have that same nature that wants to take advantage of other people for our own advantage. But I'm really interested to hear from you. If you're a homeowner, would you feel entitled to get this stuff? Would you feel entitled to get money for nothing? Tell us about times that you felt like you were taken advantage of by contractors, like they ripped you off. Give us the story. Let us know how it went. Do you think by virtue of being the customer, are you always right? If you're a contractor, give us your stories. Tell us times when you feel like you've been taken advantage of by a homeowner. If you've got questions about re-roofs, roof repairs, the insurance claim process, give us a call at our office phone number right up here, 719-433-6991. You can also visit our website. That's right down here, homesteadroofingcolorado.com. We've got a ton of information out there. Lots of videos, blog articles, all of it educational for you. Please subscribe to our channel. Click the bell icon up there so that way you get notified when we've got new videos. And until our next Walk in the Park video, I'm Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing.